let's talk about love and marriage. Huntsville, there's so much to talk about in this episode. And for once, I agree with Martell for one thing that he said, but we're going to get to that later because that happened later in the episode when they were arguing. So, it starts off, they're in Vegas still, and you know, everybody's in the jacuzzi, but Mel and Destiny are not here yet. So everybody else is there. They're in the jacuzzi, and Kimmi and Tisha actually make up. You know, Tisha apologized to Kimmi for basically saying she's like always assuming she said things that Kimmi might have not said. She doesn't really like confront Kimmi one-on-one and say, hey, did you say X, Y, and Z? Because she doesn't want to believe that her mom would lie to her. But I think now Tisha is starting to realize that her mom likes to just stir the pot and will come up with anything to stir the pot on this show, at least while they're recording. And when it comes to her husband, and now she's seeing that it's happening with Kimmi. And I think Tisha will wake up and realize that her mom is the problem. And her mom is the reason why some of her relationships are tainted. Some of them, at least with her and Kimmi, and then her and her husband in certain aspects. I don't think her mom had much to do with her and Mel falling out. So, yeah, that happened. So, it was nice to see them make up. Now, we're going on to the next day. So, the next day comes, and, you know, Kimmi had brought up, because Kimmi and Tisha cooked breakfast, and Kimmi brought up, like, oh, is Mel still coming? Whatever. Tisha saying, I didn't hear anything that she's not coming. So, everybody's wondering if Mel is still going to come. Because even though this trip is to celebrate Tisha and Marcel's 15-year anniversary, everybody's just asking Martell and Mel about how they feel about their divorce and the cheating and all. Like, that is what everybody is drawn to. I think it's so interesting that y'all are on vacation and all y'all doing is talking to Martell about Melody and divorce and all this negative stuff. When y'all are here to like celebrate somebody's marriage lasting 15 plus years. Make it make sense. Like, so Kimmi brings up, is Mel coming? And then Tiffany chimes in and kind of refers to Mel as Martell's baby mama. And, you know, she said in her confessional that, you know, she had 4-year kids, that's your baby mama. I understand what she's saying. Of course, that's his baby mama, but Martell had to correct her and say, don't call her that, that's my ex-wife. There are, I feel like, you know, this can go either way, because women don't want to be in the same boat as a girl that a guy knocked up and had a kid by who he wasn't really in love with or wasn't really in a relationship with, or they were in a relationship. Once she had the baby, they split, and that's considered your baby mama. Baby mama has this, you know, this definition or theory or whatever vibe of he just got her knocked up, he don't love her, they ain't together, they ain't gonna work out, that's a baby mama. Just a baby mama. And the reason, I'm glad I'm glad Martell corrected her and said, no, that's my ex-wife, because they don't fall in the same box, okay? You know, he married this woman and they were married for years and had children and had a family. That's completely different on a higher respect level, completely different than somebody who's a baby mama. And I feel like, you know, some people just prefer to say if that was like their wife or whatever, they'd be like, no, that's not my baby mama, that's my wife. Some people call people baby mamas and they're married to the guy they had kids with. It's just a preference. Some people don't like to be called a baby mama if they are a wife or an ex-wife. And if you are a baby mama and you're not married to the guy you had kids with, you're a baby mama. So people take that positively or negatively depending on the type of relationship the couple had. So I was just glad to see that Martell clearly has respect for Melody and doesn't want anybody to feel comfortable to try to downgrade Mel in any way. So that was nice to see. And we all know when he said in the confessional that, you know, he was excited to see her. And then he tried to say, I'll just be happy that she made it safely. He wants to see her. And I really think they like to bicker back and forth. I don't think that's their love language, but I think that some couples just argue all the time and then they go and have sex later. Like, I just think that's how their relationship, I can't speak on how their relationship was, but from what I see, I feel like even before this cheating stuff happened, they argued all the time. Like, I don't know. You know that Neo song, You So Sexy When You're Mad? Like, I just feel like they have that kind of relationship. I don't know. That's just me. So, Mel comes, right? Before Mel comes, kind of touching back on what I said before, Kimmi had the opportunity to talk to Martell one-on-one, and he was washing the dishes, and she was saying she feels like Mel and Martell are going to get back together. Everybody needs to chill with that. They're divorced. He had a baby on her. Like, the women need to really chill the heck out with that, because they don't seem that mad at Martell. They seem like, oh, I want you guys to get back together. And I understand they all like probably met as couples and they want people to stay married, but it's not their place. You know, it's really not their place, and it really looks bad. It looks like they don't support Melody, because he had a baby on her and y'all saying, oh, you're gonna work it out, you're gonna get back together. Like, what? In what world? In what world? You supposed to be my friend, and you talking to my ex-husband about we getting back together, we gonna work it out after he had a baby on me? Girl, bye. But I felt bad for Martell, because I feel like everywhere he goes, whenever he meets his friends, the people in this group or outside, they all want to talk to him about his personal business with Melody and his divorce and the kids, and that's none of anybody's business. And I feel that I feel like they do the same thing to Melody as well, and I feel like they're worth more than that. You know, like when you see them, they're worth more of a better conversation than that. If you're friends with them, find something else to talk about. You don't have to talk about their relationship and their personal business between Mel and Martell and their divorce and how they're managing their kids every time you see them. You know, ask them how something else is going. You know, show the depth of your friendship. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. That was so frustrating to watch, and I felt bad for him, and I agree with him on that. So fast forward to Mel comes. You know, she gives him the side hug, You can tell that they're just the highlight of the whole situation, that nobody else got nothing going on. Okay, Tisha and Marcel always got a good little storyline within their marriage and stuff that they're working out or whatever, but you know, nobody else got nothing going on worth talking about. And you know, I don't know. They were very happy to see Mel come, and you could tell everybody was on eggshells to see how she was going to react to saying hi to Martell. And it was just like, oh my God, what else is going on? So they're all riding out in Vegas that looked cool, and then they decided to stop, and they took some pictures with a nice background. It was very dark, so I don't know why that was like, oh my God, this nice background. Y'all should have did that during the day. But they stopped and took pictures, and Mel decides to call Martell over, and she spoke with him about who has the kids. Now, I feel like Mel is really good at poking people, and she's really good at pretending that she's just asking innocent questions, but she's actually preparing to argue with you. Just my opinion. So she's like, oh, so who has the kids or whatever? And mind you, I'm not gonna get into that. Who has the kids? He says his mom has the kids, and then she was like, oh, your mom not working? You know, it's like she digging. And it's just like, Mel, if he said his mom has the kids, clearly his mom has the kids, and his mom is available to have the kids. So I feel like she was just digging to make sure that his new baby mama doesn't have her kids. And he's like, my mom took off work, you know, like she got the kids or whatever. Martell looked like he was lying in that clip, but you know, I felt like Mel was digging. So then she goes and tries to tell him that she apologized to Brittany, I believe, about his comment of her being unfit to watch their kids, And he's like, who is Brittany? Brittany who? Then she like slides in there about her recording her music video, and he calls her Beyonce, and he's throwing little darts at her, and she's catching them, and then they start arguing back and forth. It goes left very, very quickly. Martell was being shady about her whole singing career and stuff like that. And I think it's just because of the song that she has out. And it's because the songs are negative about him and what he did to her. And clearly we got to see that he's pissed off because his kids be singing these songs. Now, how do y'all feel about Martell saying that 2 years ago his kids were singing a song that Mel made that portrayed Martell in a negative way? Now, take out the fact of what he did to Mel was wrong, but pay attention to his kids singing lyrics to a song that's about him in a negative way. I know Mel said that the kids don't know who the song is about or anything like that, but how would y'all feel about that? Me personally, I felt that it was wrong that the kids are singing a song, that is clearly made about their dad, and they have no idea that it's made about their dad. And as they get older, they will find out. I feel like that is so traumatizing. When they realize, oh my God, the song I was singing was about my dad cheating on my mom and an affair and a baby and all this stuff, and I was just singing this stuff thinking my mom was just singing, and that's traumatizing when they get older and realize that, because they're too young to have that direct, super direct, open and honest communication. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he should have thrown darts at Mel, the little Beyonce comments and the little tit for tat or whatever. I do think Martell needs to work on holding his tongue a lot, because he'll go from 1 minute where Mel, oh, you want to ride with me in the car because you can't drive right, and wanting to be around her, to the next minute he's shading her. So it's like you got to pick which side and just play the nice guy. Just play the nice ex-husband that don't want no drama and is not going to react to anything that she says, because she knows how to poke all his buttons. She's been married to him for so long. She knows what buttons to press. He has to do better. And I agree with Maurice saying that he acted a complete ass, because he should know, as a man, you got to hold that stuff in. It sucks taking the beating verbally, but you gotta hold it in. And okay, Mel, all right, oh, you had a video, oh, very, very nice. Be fake as heck, fake nice, and keep it moving, okay? Because him going back and forth with her looks real bad. And at the end of the day, he's always gonna look worse than she does. So he gotta chill out with that mouth. He gotta chill out with his mouth. And Mel, I'm gonna throw it right back at you. You gotta chill out with your mouth, because why the heck does he need to know that you're filming a music video? Even though she claims the song is not about him, girl, claim that the daggone song is about him. Say, yeah, this song is about you. I'm releasing my feelings and my hurt. I am on my Beyonce. She had the whole Lemonade album, releasing her pain and her hurt about the cheating and all that. I needed my moment. It was healing for me. This is about you. I had to get it out, and this is the creative way I can get it out. And the video came out great. Just letting you know. Own it. Own it. But on the flip side, why the heck do he need to know that you're shooting this video? He gonna find out anyway. In my eyes, you starting drama. You starting drama. Y'all both messy. Y'all both are so messy and always starting drama with each other. Y'all gonna need a lot of therapy sessions to do this co-parenting thing, because y'all ready to attack each other tit for tat and start drama. And it's all because both of y'all are severely hurt by the other one. Either talk about the real issues and really try to move past that, take the space you need after everything's out on the table and y'all both fully hear each other, or completely disconnect. Clearly you guys aren't ready to take on trips together and all of that. The girls started to defend Martell because they didn't like that the kids know those songs. And I think Melody needs to take a step back and say, okay, maybe I was wrong on that part. Both of them need to work on taking accountability and ownership and stop trying to point the finger at the other one. We all know Martell was wrong for cheating on you for years and having a baby on you. But that doesn't mean that there's certain things that doesn't mean that after that incident that gives you permission to do whatever the heck you want to do or say whatever the heck you want to say to him to hurt him. It's still hurting somebody. You know, but they say hurt people. So, you know, it's just going to be a long journey with them. They both took some steps backwards, and they need to figure it out, because this is just sad to watch. It's sad. And I want to touch on one more thing before I wrap this up on y'all, because I don't want this video to be too long. How do y'all feel about Tisha asking Maurice to be like, hey, watch Marcel because y'all having a guy's day tomorrow, and I know how the girls are out here in Vegas, And he asked her about the surprise therapy situation, and how the guys were talking about divorce the whole time on the bus on the way to, you know, partying out in Vegas. You know, I feel like if Tisha is at a place where she has to ask her brother-in-law to have eyes over her husband on a 15-year anniversary, marriage anniversary for them, their marriage is not where it needs to be. There is signs of distrust. There is signs of worry that he may cheat. There are some issues in your marriage that you really need to work on, and maybe y'all shouldn't be in Vegas. Maybe y'all behind should have stayed at home, had a nice romantic dinner between the two of you, or took a trip with just the two of you alone to bond more outside of work and really work on the romancing part in your marriage. Because any woman would wonder, like, oh, I hope my husband's behaving. But I just felt like when she said it, her face, her body, you know, her body language, something ain't right, you know. And with Marcel saying, yeah, we had periods of where we cut that word divorceable, but we stuck it out or whatever. Y'all work on that marriage. Y'all keep fighting for it, keep working on it, because something ain't right. Something ain't there yet, you know. And I don't know if they're gonna fully be open about these divorceable situations, but something ain't right. Well, let me know what y'all think, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.